Hey guys, Evan from Find My Ancestry here, and this is just a quick video tutorial to show you how to conduct research on FamilySearch.org for a male ancestor. Now, why did I split it between male and female? Female ancestor research is a lot harder, or it can be a lot harder than male ancestor research for a lot of reasons that I plan to get into in another video, but not this one. This is just a simple tutorial to help get you started. You can see on my screen here, I'm already logged into FamilySearch.org. It's a completely free website and genealogical database that I love. All you have to do is create an account there and set up your family tree using the information you already know. I have a free ebook that teaches you how to do this. If you go to my website, findmyancestry.net, click on the little box that comes up and enter your email address. I will immediately send you a free ebook that walks you through step by step how to create an account at Family Search and set up your family tree using information you already know. Now assuming you've already done all that, this is how to conduct a search. This is my homepage at FamilySearch.org, the search page. You can see I'm already logged in, and I've filled in some information in this left-hand side. I'm only going to search by historical records today, again, just to show you how to do a quick search. And I'm choosing a grandfather of mine who is deceased. I recommend starting there for everyone for a few reasons. First of all, living people do not show up in search results typically because of the restriction on certain records to only be released after a set number of years. Why grandparents? Well, grandparents are what are called lineal ancestors. They're a straight line from you to your ancestors. Whereas aunts, uncles, and cousins are not lineal relatives. They are what's called collateral relatives. You can get as specific as you'd like with the details of your grandfather's life, but I recommend if you're just starting, put in just a few facts so your results are not so narrow that you don't find anything at first and get discouraged. So I have only written his first name with a middle initial and his last name. I put the middle initial because his name's a pretty common one, and I did want to narrow it down just a little bit. But you can see down here, other than birthplace and birth year, which I actually gave a range of years, and that is because even though I know he was born in 1929, I don't want the search to be too narrow. And this is the kind of things you'll learn as you go along. I'm just showing you a quick search here today. So I'm going to go ahead and quick search. And it's loading here with my results. And here's what's come up. And this is my grandfather. This is from the source Genealogy Bank Obituaries. If I click on this, I'll show you what comes up. Has this little information here, the event type, date of death, his birth year, where this event occurred, gender, and age. Also lists some relatives here at the bottom. I know that is my grandfather. This is already attached to my family tree, but I just clicked on it to show you something that would pop up potentially. And this next record is from the U.S. Public Records. You can get a lot of information from public records, but one of the main things you get is when and where a person lived in a city. So this has his name, the dates that he lived in Plainfield, Indiana, and some possible relatives. So not a ton of information in this record, but it's something if you don't have anything, every little bit is helpful. I'm going to close out of here. And I've gone all the way up and down this page, and other than the first two at the top, none of those are my grandfather. So I want to show you what I am going to do to fix that and get some more results. You know, I said I included the V because he had a common name. I'm actually going to delete this V so I get more results and see what pops up here. And I can see just from these results, and you can look on the left here, these are the records and how to refine it. You can filter your results. You come up here and click, this is records right here now, but if you click this collections tab, this will show you the types of records that are in these results. So we have other, military, migration and naturalization, census, birth, marriage, and death. So these are the types of records if you're searching for a particular one. I'm going to go back to records. I looked through these and none of these are my grandfather. The years don't match. The people in the family don't match other relatives here on the right. So I need to narrow this down a little bit more, actually. So what I'm going to do, I know his parents' names, and I'm going to type their names in. I'm going to go with Virgil Franklin. I'm actually just going to pick his father because we're doing male ancestor research right now. And let's see if that helps. Yep, and there it is. So these first two results are my grandfather in the United States Census records. I'm going to click on one and show you what comes up. And so I want to see on the left here is the actual information on the record. Scroll down here, and that is it typed out here at the bottom, transcribed. So we see the head of the household, my great-grandfather, his children, and then just a mother-in-law living with them. This is already saved into my tree. So you can see in this upper right-hand corner, there's sometimes, if it's not already attached to your tree, there will be an option that says attach to tree. I've already done that. So it says attached to. That's my grandfather, the years he was alive, and his little ID that everyone on Family Search has. Let's look at one more census record before we go. This is the 1930 census record. Click on that. This is my grandfather and his information. Let's scroll down and see who was in the household. My great-grandfather, and look, in this one, 10 years earlier, my great-grandmother was still alive. So that is my grandfather's mom, and the other kids are in the house, and the mother-in-law who we saw in the 1940 census. If you want, you can also, and that's just showing you a simple search for a deceased male relative, in this case, my grandfather. You can see my first search didn't yield as many results, but when I tweaked some of my little inputs that I was putting over here on the left, more things came up. I'm creating a complete course on how to use FamilySearch.org. It will be available only in my upcoming membership site. You can join the mailing list to be the first to hear about that. Visit our website, findmyancestry.net, and you'll be the first to hear. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this helps you. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you. Until next time, happy hunting.